Annie Potts, who is currently in the film Ghostbusters, is making her first appearance on The Tonight Show, and she's been in about, I think, 6 or 7 motion pictures. Would you welcome, please, Annie Potts. Annie. You had that look as you came around the corner. Would you like a footstool?
I'm pretty short.
We have a little stool there. There you
Thanks.
are. Did you always want to be taller?
Well, I always wanted to be several things. I thought that if I were a little taller that I would have another body altogether, and I always thought that that would be nice. But,
Yeah.
but this one, this one works.
It looks very serviceable.
Thanks.
Yeah.
It does.
Well, you know what I meant. How many jokes do you get about your name, Annie Potts?
Well,
Last night when I said we have Winters, Shakes, and Potts on the show tonight, and I said, sounds like a law firm or something, but you get kidded? Especially
Well,
children do it, I know.
yeah, Potsy,
Yeah,
that sort of thing.
yeah.
But I didn't get nearly as many jokes with mine as my family did. My mother, who of course had another name before she married, which was a nice name. But her first name was Dorothy, but nobody called her Dorothy. They called her Dot. So then she got married, and her name was
Dot Potts?
Dot Potts. And I remember as a little child, when my father would introduce her, he would go, "This is my wife, Dot Potts," and they'd go. They would always laugh, and I wondered why they were laughing at my mother, because I thought she was so pretty.
You started to do an accent there when you say your father was introducing. Did he talk?
Well, if I'm going to do my father, I have to do him,
Really?
Oh, yeah. I'm from the South.
You're from the South. Whereabouts?
I'm from... Okay. I'm from Franklin, Kentucky.
Franklin, Kentucky.
Mm-hmm.
But you don't have a pronounced Southern accent at all?
Well, that...
A little bit.
Yeah, sometimes it's more in the rhythms, than anything else. But there are things that I can't say, like... what we the Southerners do more than anything is extend things, like I can't say door. It's just one thing. We say it'll be like 5 syllables, door.
Going through the door.
Door.
Yeah.
4.
How do you pronounce S-T-O-R-E?
Stoa.
Yeah, Stoa. Yeah. See, in Mississippi, they say Stowe.
Stowe.
Going to Stowe.
Yeah.
It's just S-T-O, period.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ghostbusters is doing very well, isn't it?
Oh, it's doing great.
Yeah, doing
have
very
you seen
well.
it?
Yeah. But this is...
Yeah.
Now, you mentioned your dad and your mother. I understand that they are in the entertainment business, or one of them was.
Well, my mother was a singer for a little while. Back in the old days, they would sing till they met the husband.
Now, when you say old days to you may be different.
Well, the war.
Which war? World War II, you're talking about.
World War II.
Yeah.
He was a major in the Air Force,
He
and
was.
she was, and she was singing in a nightclub, the Boots and Saddles, in Bowling Green, Kentucky. She and Carolyn Malone, I think her name was, and they used to sing things, and my father was
Things.
and all
Sing
things,
things,
and I
yeah.
guess he thought she's pretty cute.
Well, she must have. He married her, right?
Right.
Was she singing when your father met her?
Yeah.
Yeah. You sing at all?
Yeah, I do.
Are you good?
Well, sometimes. I got a little laryngitis right now, so I wouldn't. The voice is funny anyway, but
No,
now
your
it's-
voice isn't funny.
Thank you.
You have a nice...
Yeah, I do. I haven't in a while, though. I used to do a lot of musical comedy, and then I didn't anymore. And
Did you travel around with your dad? Now, most kids were what they call service brats.
no, he wasn't a life or anything. He quit.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, after the war.
Yeah. Now, where'd you study acting? Now, Shelly coaches acting,
Yes, I know.
And she's a very good coach.
I know you from somewhere. Otherwise, I've seen you in some great movies. I can't remember which.
Well, maybe it was one we did together.
As Shelly said, she has perfect recall, not for dates, but...
We did a picture together.
Yeah.
What was it? I did this to Paul Newman, so
You
it's all right.
did? Oh, it's okay. We did a film called King of the Gypsies together.
Of course, and you were wonderful in it.
You were...
Well, that takes guts, but you got away with it.
Yes, I remember the date of that one. I know when that was.
So you actually worked together. That's fun.
Yes.
Yes.
She didn't remember.
Well, we didn't have any scenes together, did we?
Just the great...
Just the climactic scene, probably, in the picture.
Yes, as a matter of fact.
Did you have any scenes with her at all?
The graveyard in New Jersey, remember
Oh,
that?
that's right. We were only there a week or 10 days.
Hardly long enough to remember anybody.
I was the one standing next to you.
But you were holding an umbrella?
Yes!
That's it! You know...
Now, you had to luck in sooner or later.
Yes. You know, once I did this show with Paul Newman.
You done
a long
a
time
how could
ago.
you not remember being in a picture with Paul Newman?
Let me tell you. And we're both on the board of directors of the Actors Studio. We know each other a long time. And we were like sitting, talking about something, and you said, have you two ever done a film together? And I said, no. And Paul Newman looked at me sort of strangely, even stranger than you just looked at me, and said, what was I in Harper, chopped liver? But in Harper, I was supposed to have been drunk through the whole picture.
Yes.
And he said, I made love to you for 3 days.
But he didn't have an umbrella. So we'll be right back. Stay where you are. Know each other well. Okay, we just have time to thank everyone. You're delightful. Will you come back and do this again some night?
I'd love to
We
come back.
really just got started. Okay, and good luck on Ghostbusters. And what do you got now coming up?
Well, I'm in a film that comes out in August with Burt Reynolds called Stick.
Hey, good for you.
And Thanksgiving, there's going to be a film out called Crimes of Passion. Me and Kathleen Turner and Tony Perkins, directed by Ken Russell.
Hey, good for you. Come back and see us. Shelley, thank you for being here.
You're very welcome. You're not going to ask me about my movies?
Yeah, when is it coming out? Quick.
Always in October.
Okay.
With Jacqueline Smith and Claire Bloom and
Good.
I forget the other people.
Thanks for... I hope you remember where you parked your car tonight. Tomorrow, Julio Iglesias and George Carlin. Thank you.